Hello, welcome to my Crystal of Atlan video. I main Cloudstrider. I only play Cloudstrider. This video is going to be a build or a tutorial video on the skills I use personally. It may not be the best, but it's what I enjoy using as I'm playing through the game, and I want to share that with you guys. Talk about PvP first and then some PvP. But first, let's go over the stats. So most of their skills use magic attack. Pretty much all their skills use magic attack. So you want to know anything as like physical attack or physical crit. So you can forget about strength, not your best stat. Intelligence, very good. Spirit, probably even better because it gives you crit too. So and magic defense. So, but your damage will come from your intelligence. Agility is not bad because of your physical defense. Your crit is useless. Physique gives you HP, which is good. And you don't really do any elementals by default, so you need to worry about that. I usually like basic attack and skill damage as well, so those are the stats I usually aim for. All right, let's go over my PvE skills. The bread and butter is technically this nature state. So you have like three different stances. One is the base form, and then you have the tiger form, and you have the crane form. The tiger form is more, how you say, like AoE kind of focus, and then the crane form is more like fluid, and I believe single target more centered. I personally like the crane because I can just drop things and I can just continue doing whatever I was doing. And so you always want to be in the nature state because it gives you a damage boost just right off the bat. And then you always want this too, so you stay in there longer. So let's look at my configuration here. I have the nature state, and then I just have another skill there. Usually I wait for a full cooldown for this because you could like do it twice for the nature state. So you can do your skill and then switch back. I like to be in the crane form, so I change to tiger. You could hold it and then pick right off the bat, but I just go tiger. I do the move, I switch back, and then I could do another skill. Because there's a passive here that when you switch states, the next two casts will give you 20% more damage. Obviously, go for all the passives, right? That you can get that applies to you. Obviously, you don't get the one that you're not using the moves for. And then we have here. This is the kind of the quick skill that you use. It cooldown is very low, and when you hit them again, it lowers it even more. So it's pretty good right here. It lowers the cooldown if you hit them. So this is what you're gonna be using a lot. And I like to use this skill with this skill because it's like I can go in, and then if the boss does something, I can just jump out. And then there's the counter attack where those spears you can see there will shoot at the enemy. It homes too, so it's great. Especially good in PvP. So next I have this skill here is a slight approach. It doesn't go too far, but it's like a 2-hit combo. And the last hit, if they can't be thrown, I like to throw, okay? I just like to throw in general. And the bonus, if I can't throw them, they get a medium armor break. And into the armor break, I use this boss spear thing. I usually do this in crane stance because I could just drop it and I could just forget about it. And then so you do your armor break and then you just drop it on them. And it has extra slight suction with this this passive right here. Oh yeah, I forgot to explain why I use this. I did think it was cool and you can use it as an approach. It's not too bad. So the next one is, this is the same reason why I also pick this one. It's the same as the ball. I could, as crane mode, you can just drop it and forget. And if you catch anything in it, it does a lot of damage. So this one I just drop it and you can still move while you're doing it. And from there I go into this one because I usually drop the beam and I just keep kicking them while they're in the beam because I'll still be in crane stance. I just like the Liu Kang kick kind of thing, personally. So I like this. I think it does slightly more damage than this, but obviously it hits a smaller AoE. But you can kind of juggle them while they're in the air. So I like this because of the juggling. For the ultimates, this one gives you iframe. It does a lot of damage. Better. I personally like this more than this, right? Because you're kind of locked into it, and you still can get hit. Ultimate Awakening does a lot of damage. You can still get hit, but it does a lot of damage. And obviously, you want to do it in nature state. Doesn't matter which one you do. So, that's that. And a few reasons why I didn't like using these. Most of the time you're hitting the enemy anyways with the soul form, so I personally don't like this. And it's such a long cast time. Blooming Palm. Wait, why do I have this? I'm not even using this. Well then, I just figured out something. I'm like, wait, I'm not even using this skill. Let me downgrade these. Okay. And I usually try to upgrade like the lower ones because they obviously do more damage and whatnot. If I can use them. This one I'm not sure because I don't use it too much. This one I would if I can. Yeah, that's great. Oh, the ball. I always drop this. Okay. Yeah, I'm not even using that. It looks nice though, not gonna lie. This one locks you in place, so I didn't like it too much. This one's alright, but kind of melee. I like the in and out approach stuff kind of thing. This one could be useful, not gonna lie, but it's kind of up to your preference. You can use this or this, but I like this personally because it's faster. This one, just whatever. The basic skill. Alright, I guess I'll kind of show you in action, right? Go like this, I get in, and then instantly get into that, right? And then I use the armor break, I drop the spear, I drop this, and then I E. And dual harmony. Right? And then I approach them. Let them kick, and then jump back. And then I just keep doing regular combos, and then by this time, and then I can do that move, and then, so the dirt skill, if you notice the armor break, every time that, both of the cooldowns are kind of the same. Both of the cooldowns are kind of the same, you notice there, right? I can instantly do the armor break and drop that every time. So it's very nice. So that's how I usually do my combos personally. Sometimes I even jump back and then shoot the beam. Kind of situational, right? So for my PvP skill set, it's kind of similar, except obviously you can't use Ultra Awakening. So I used all those skill points and put into, let's see. I think I put more into like the upper ones here. Not this one. This one I don't use too much. Most of the time I'll be using this to approach or using this Ultra to get in there. And then I sometimes drop the crane ball and also this thing. So the way I play this is like I'm running here, right? And then I go into crane, sorry. I go into crane first, right? And then sometimes I'll just like cast it, see where they're gonna go to, run away. And then when I'm casting this ball, I like to cast it on me. Because then when I cast it and get close to them, they like to jump on you. So I would just cast it on yourself. And then I can sometimes do this for some AoE stuff. But I feel like personally, you probably want to use this skill more. So I should probably switch that around now that I noticed this because I was playing earlier. Let's see, go back. Configuration, put this in the front. And then when you're doing that, and then if you just move, then you can do the bird thing. You get iframes for it, but then when you're landing, you're very vulnerable. So you want to be careful with that. So yeah, so that's mostly what I want to do. And then sometimes you can do a bait, right, with a switch, and then you just come back out. If you don't hit, then it's super quick. Right, if you hit, then you get an extra attack and the cooldown's faster. You could drop one of these, or you know, drop one of these. Right, I can show you some PvP right after this, how it kind of went.
Rising crane.
Okay, okay.
Annihilation.
Oh, red. What? Oh, it's out of dashes. What? How did it hit me? Dude, that range is ridiculous. Oh my god, that range is ridiculous. Woo!
Rising crane.
Ah. I went the wrong way. What? Damn. Took a lot. Damn, so close. Somehow I ran out of dashes. Hey, hey! Yo, the fake out? You like that fake out? I just need to get close so I can get in range to shoot those balls. Alright, I'm gold now. I can, just